Hello, hello everybody. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Just trying to get this to come up. Okay. So we're going to do a large swipe and have a little bit of fun for the beginning of my birthday weekend. So let's see what's happening. Well, better turn that phone down. So this one. All right. Top chat, change that to live chat. There we go. Now I can see what's happening there. Take this phone. Okay. Alrighty, so I kind of ran out a little bit of time. So I'm still stirring these paints. So I'm just grabbing some gloves. But I'm just trying to see if that's in focus or not. Oh, that's better. Okay. Can you see a little bit of the blue and green shimmery purple on the table? That's the leftovers from last night's pour. And there's still some interference shimmer to it. So just trying to get these paints right, and they were being a little bit temperamental. So there we go. Just trying to find that right position for you. Looks good. So just trying to get these paints. Normally I mix them up straight into my tubes. But tonight I went a little different because I want to use silicone. So it does seem that pretty often lately I've been keen to use some silicone and create some specific cell-like cell effects. So yeah. So I've gone for nice vibrant colours. And so mixing those up, trying to get them all at the same consistency, which is really difficult because this red and this yellow, well, that's crimson, and this is cadmium yellow hue. They had a thicker body to them than the other paints. So these ones needed that little bit of extra work to them. So now I'm just at the point of adding water until I get it right. Hey Mandy, how you going? Thanks again. I'm kicking off my birthday weekend videos. Did you see the video I posted about, I don't know, 40 minutes ago? About then? It's a little giveaway, surprise gift. So empty out the last of the water bottle. All right. Put that off to the, here now. We'll just get this final mixing done You good? Yeah, it's just I think it's like 15 or 16 seconds, just saying a little bit of a rhyme, which is part of a clue to leave a comment below that video, that's quick snippet video, with the correct answer, and you'll go in the draw to win a surprise gift from me. So I think that would be a little bit of fun to give away something for my birthday. Well, weekend. My birthday's tomorrow. So, but, you know, there's no reason that it has to be trapped into just one day of celebration, is it? None at all. None at all. Alright, so find the silicone. This one. So this I just have, it's a spray, Motortech oil silicone spray, and I spray it into the bottle, and then I can use the dripper. So be sure to do that outside. 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, oh, 3. That's a bit much. Be sure to do that outside, and also be sure to leave the cap off the bottle. Yeah, 21 again. Absolutely, always. To let the gases release from the oil that you've sprayed in there before you put the cap on. So I like to stir my silicone in really well. Not everybody does, but that's everybody's choice to their preference of what they've trialed and what they like themselves. And stirring it in a lot is what it is for me. So this is my mix of Purple Lake and Ultramarine Deep. That's a Creative Place. This is Cadmium Yellow Hue. Nice stirring. This is Crimson. And this one is Cobalt Blue. Alright, that's a nice stir. And these two are different. They are Montmartre Studio Acrylics. Monostrel Green is this limey colour. And Monostrel, and Viridian, also Montmartre Studio, is this one. So just a couple of extra changes in there, and I've mixed them all with the Montmartre acrylic pouring medium mixture. And sorry, should have used my right hand to move the camera. So approximately equal parts of this, not quite, no. Not quite equal parts of this to the amount of paint. And then the same again with Floetrol. And from there, that's where I added the water to get it to the right consistency. So they pretty much all have the same. 1 part paint, 1 part pouring medium, 1 part Floetrol. And what happened after that was, like the Crimson and the Cadmium Yellow Hue had a good 2 to 3 times more water added than the Cobalt and the Purple that I created. But the 2 greens, the Montmartre Studio Acrylics, the Viridian and the Monostrel Green, was it? They barely needed any water because they're quite a little bit more fluid than the others. So I think it's, ooh, should have been more careful. I think it's good to have a baseline. So I know I will use one part this, one part that on everything. But then, depending on that paint and its density, not its density, it's fluidity, consistency, words right now, then that depends on whether or not I need to add some water to it, just to get them all to as close as I can to the same consistency. So this one here, I'm glad it fits on the camera. Hey, Mum. Yeah, some of them are definitely thinner than others. Yeah, absolutely. So that's always something to check when you get paints. So, yeah. But having that baseline and then knowing from this point, I just add water is a good thing, I feel. And that's what I'm really comfortable with. So this is a 12 by 24 canvas. And my little legs have gone walkabout again. So I think it's because they stick to the bottom. Stick to the bottom of some of the canvases as the paint dries. And so I tend to leave them there so I can put them on the shelf like that. So this is going to be a swipe, so it's going to be a little bit of a challenge because I want to go lengthwise. So after I pour on the paints, I'm going to have to clear as much as I can away from this side. So I'll pour and maybe put them at the back so I've got room to come off. Right, let's look at the viewpoint. How's that? Looking good. Right, Art and Craft have a special on canvases today and tomorrow, online only. Oh, no, I didn't see that. Thanks, Mandy. I'll have to have a look for sure because I don't often get to a Riot store. Yeah, oh, that'll be good to have a look. So, alright, my swipe colour is going to be black. Gold, I need gold. And this is another, or this is a Semco acrylic paint, so that's Spotlight. So if I'm just going to, this is really runny, I find. And I've got a bit happy with that. That's all right. What I don't use, I can pour back into the bottle, my squirt bottle. So now that I've moved everything out of the way, yeah, so just put about that much in there, I think. Oh, wow. I almost threw that across the table because it was slipped out of my gloves. Sorry. This is already such a fluid paint. It doesn't need a lot. So that's mixing in the pouring medium. So this is what I did with the rest of them. Pouring medium. And this is Floetrol that I've got in an old Liquitex bottle. I'll only add that much because of that. I know how runny this one is on its own. And I'm not going to add water as yet because I need it a little bit thicker so that it stays on the top. So that's off to the side already. Right, so we're going to swipe this way. Let's start adding our paint now. So, all right. I don't know why I did that. Sorry. So I want the colours to be in lines this way. So I think usually I would go this way, but I want to go crossways because I'm swiping across ways and I want mixed colour. I just set that. Still a little bit left in there. A little bit in there. I was having a look back through some of my photos. Semco work out to be quite expensive, you find, because you need so much paint because it's so thin. Absolutely. I love their gold and silver, but I don't buy too many of their other paints unless there's a sale. And yeah, that's what I've noticed as well. They do have a really nice Tiffany. So, and mint. Tiffany and mint. Oh, beautiful. So, try and hit that yellow. Fill in some spaces at the same time. Save what's left. So after we get a lot of this on, we'll tilt it around, get that colour to spread. And you'd notice I haven't even gone up here because I actually don't need to in this step. So I will have black over there if I choose. Yeah, maybe. Black, and then that'll come into the swipe. So keep that bit. So the gold is for the top. Man, I really was out of sorts when I was doing my mixing. I think I lost about half an hour somewhere today. Well, this evening. So that's good. The colours are looking good. Let's get them. Hope they settle in a little bit while I do my best to quickly whiz up some black. So I was so tempted to squirt straight black onto the canvas then and grab the brush. All is good. Right. Okay. Just while this is settling in, and a quick text. Oh. Okay. All right. So, sorry about that. Quickly. You're probably huddled up and shivering. I can't imagine it cold in Mackay, but then I can at the same time because I lived previously. I've lived in Cairns and I've lived in Darwin. And when winter came around, yeah, I never thought I'd be grabbing for track pants in Darwin. So, missed a bit at the beginning. Do you have the silicone in the paint already? Yes. In the colours, there's silicone in there. Yeah. So, yeah, so I can only imagine. Are you nearby the water, Mandy? Thanks. No worries. Alright, so the black, because I got a little bit happy with that, I'm going to separate some. From there. And work on this. And alright, so while that's there, I'll just give this a tilt. See if we can get some movement. Close up some of those gaps. There's air bubbles that are popping. Mostly because it's a lot of air bubbles in there because it is freshly mixed paint. So I'm just letting it creep up a little bit on that top side. Now we'll come over. I don't want to come over too much, so if I miss a section on the sides, that's fine. I will touch it up later. And come over this way now. Child. Sorry about that. Alright, so just touch down these edges and that should be good. And just bring some of that paint up. Because I'm going to swipe, I don't want too much left on the surface as well. Otherwise it's really thick. But I think what we have here, just about there, is perfect. How am I in view? Good, okay. Alright. Just give that a moment. Let's see. And we'll Did you hear me trying to dash really quickly to the kitchen? My feet, my slippers, because yes, pulled out the slippers. Because of that whole cold factor, Mandy. Fairly close. 9 degrees. Oh my gosh, in Mackay. Nice and vibrant, thank you. Let's hope that it comes out as planned, because I'm kind of excited that it's taken this long to try this, and that it's ended up being on this weekend, so my birthday weekend videos. So a little bit excited about that. So you want your swipe colour to be relatively runny, and at the moment that is still globby. So first off, when I'm adding something to it, I'll do that pushing it up against the side of the cup and then stir in the middle. Oh, that looks great. I don't know if you can actually see that because it's so dark, but it's nice and fluid and runny. Okay. Start with that. All right. So while people were buying out gloves, rubber gloves, in the stores before the lockdown, I went to Bunnings and I got some of these, is it nitro gloves. Okay. All black. So this is the Mars Black from Creative Place. Save that bit. Just pull that colour and that black to meet each other. So that doesn't have any silicone in it. So the silicone is in the colours, which has already so much popped up to the surface because of running out of water and having to mix extra paint because I forgot about it. So during that time, there's a lot of silicone sitting on the surface here. So I'm going to use, do you ever watch Kathleen from Cos Creations? You know, Cos Creations sounds familiar. Is that a recommendation, Mandy? Has she given you some inspiration and you've learned things from her? Always good to share where we learn things from. Okay, so I'm going to use paper towel. I'm going to go for this whole length. And I like to use a wet paper towel. So, oh, my water's not in my container. So this is why I had to dash off to the kitchen because I ran out of water in my container. So sorry about that before. Fill that up. There we go. And because I'm swiping down, I move what's at the end of my table. So that there's nothing in the way. Okay. Move that too. So I like to, even though this area is messy, I'm not going to worry about that. So I just put my paper towel. I don't have a spritzer to squirt the bottle. If we can see if we can move back a smidge. I don't know if we can. And then I'll just run a line of water along the bottom and let it spread out as it soaks in. And that's my paper towel ready. And normally it doesn't have all the extra colours on the bottom, but for today's craziness, let's go with it. So I'm going to lay this edge, the wet edge, into a little of the black. making sure there's contact all the way along, and then drag that down steadily. I'm going to put a little bit of a wave in there, a little bit of a wiggle. Okay. Oh, there we are at the end. That looks pretty awesome. Let's torch it and watch those colours pop through the black. You think age is catching up with my mind? Well, I don't know about that. Only 21. Yes, she's the queen of swipes, I reckon. And her embellishments are something else. Only been pouring for just under a year. I think she was born to paint. Awesome. Okay. Sounds lovely. Alright. Worth looking into. Thank you for that. Alright. So we'll just put the torch over. Can't really see much happening. I'm quite surprised. We just need to give it a moment. I thought there'd be more happening cell-wise. Oh, was she? See, I didn't know that, Mandy. That, is it Kathleen, creator of the Ghost Swipe? To be honest, I saw it from another lady. And from what I could tell, was suggesting it was, I don't know. Just trying to get the right frame now. Sorry about, I shouldn't have moved it. There we go. Alright. So with that, I'm going to tilt it up a bit and see if we get any movement towards this end. There goes one of the legs. I think that's pretty good. Gave it a little bit of movement and push that paint up just that little bit more. And so then when it comes to it, I will pour up this end, or I'll paint that's my intention in the long run. So just trying to make sure that I don't pick up any of the colours with the silicone in it up here, because I'll come back and paint the sides. Paint the sides a nice solid black there. Go over this section. Because that will be a part 2. So hopefully, because it has cooled down so much, I reckon it's just cooled down so quickly. My paintings are taking an extra day or two to dry than usual, so So we should be able to finish this. So I'm using my birthday weekend as Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Extra long weekend, all about me. So then we should be able to finish this on Monday night, fingers crossed. But for now, okay, I'm going to give the gold a stir. It's been sitting there. That looks beautiful. Here's the gold bottle. Here's why it used to be landscaper. There you go. You keep believing. Oh, excuse me. Alright. Just pour that into the bottle so I can squeeze it out the top. Julie Cuts did quite a few too. Yeah. 19 degrees last night. Far out. Yeah. Do I buy myself a birthday present? I always do. Well, I kind of been so focused on a couple of other things I haven't. But I did buy, I was going to go to Spotlight. I didn't make it to Spotlight today. But I will do that tomorrow. It's just like, it's got to be on my list. So, the gold is ready to squirt out. And my brush. Yep. This brush is ready to move in the paint. So, yeah, so I will go to Spotlight tomorrow and I will buy some of that gel medium to trial. I will have a look for some other things. And yeah. So I'm going to start in the black section and work my way down. And do the loopy lines with just the back of the brush. So I was hoping that there would be more cells because I really like the effect when cells are dragged by the lines. So I think we might just have one here. It may just peter off. And then we'll come down here. Spotlight is dangerous credit card. Oh dear. I completely understand that. That used to be me big time, but I don't as much go to Spotlight anymore. Only when I need specific things. I think Bunnings. It's Bunnings for me. I could go crazy in Bunnings. Oh, this is fun. I think I'd like to try a couple of randoms that cross over. That might be too close to the top, I'm not sure. Yes, Bunnings mega dangerous. You got it, Mandy, for sure. Hey, Darnell, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Yes, my birthday is tomorrow, but I've decided that today, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, will all be a part of my fabulous birthday celebrations. And why not? Because we deserve it. So, we go, and I'm just trying to go off into empty spaces now. Might teeter that one off. And then throw in an extra couple of little curly cues. And come down and around. There we go. I think that's got a really nice, excuse me. Sorry about that. Amount of little wispies, little stringy bits. Bring some color. You're doing well. Happy early birthday. Thank you. Yeah, celebrate for the month. I did that. I think that was last year I did that. No, the week. It's my birthday week. I think I did last year. Yeah, you just got to decide as it comes up. What am I going to do this time? Birthday month, birthday week, birthday weekend. So where is the gold going? The gold is going to follow some of these similar lines and create its own, which I'm going to do now. So I think to start with, might just create its own line. I'll come down and do the loops and straight off. I think I could do loopy loops, loopy lines. I don't know exactly what Molly called doing them, but I think loopy lines is pretty cool. Just a suggestion. I do some big ones to fill in, cross some over. Go off the side of that one. One in here and come off the side of this one. That is cool. I do like that. So much fun with that. So, what just came to mind before, because of this area, I wonder if I were to kind of swipe it that way, because I'm going to paint over it anyway. It's going to stay black. Just to take out some of the rises and the bumps there. So, what do you think? Hi, Stacey. Did someone say 19 degrees as an outside air temp? You would freeze. Yes, it was 19 yesterday in Mackay. So, thanks for coming in, Stacey. Love it. Thank you. So, the suggestion, if anybody caught it, on should I smooth out this section? Because I actually do think it matters. Love the loopy lines. Me too. Thank you. I think it does matter. So I think I will need to just run a paper towel down from this black line off. And I might do it in two parts. No, it's two parts. One part. Okay. So it doesn't really matter here again. I'm just going to put my paper here because what I do come up with up here will be painted over to make sure that I do have a solid black section. And unless we do get a bit of a warmer day, I don't know if it will be ready by Monday, which will make me very sad. But all right. So I'll just lay this down here in this top section. Put that paper towel to sit in there. And just slightly even the paper towel created lines. It's better than what it was, so I'm happy with that. Right. So I'll give it another torch now. I don't think anything else is going to happen with the silicone. And then we'll come down for a close-up before we sign off. So be sure to check out, if you haven't seen it already, the quick little snippet video I posted up this evening. It's only about 15-16 seconds. And just gives a little bit of, there's a couple of hints in there about what the answer could be. Find the answer, write that down in the comments underneath. And I'll do the draw, I can't remember what day I wrote. I'll do the draw and of those people with the right answers. Just going to go through this one. I can't help myself. And one on the other side. This one. Can't help myself. Whew. Okay, need to do another one. Sorry. When it calls, it calls. Yeah, it would smooth it out. Yeah, that's what I thought, Danielle. Hey, Teresa, hello, hello. We're almost at the end. Thanks for popping in. Be able to see the end result. No. And sorry, there was a question. What are you adding to the top? Darnell, that's just plain black without any silicone or anything in it. And I'm going to add to that something else. It's a secret. Once this section is dry. So this is kind of like my feature section. What I do to the top is going to be pretty simple. That's not the right word. It certainly doesn't take this type of creation time. There we go. All right. This is Stacey. I've played with the paintings on and off for a few years, but I can still consider yourself a newbie. Oh, my pleasure, Stacey. Thanks so much for watching. If we didn't have fabulous subscribers and non-subscribers who, please subscribe if you haven't already, watching our videos and learning from them, that's a big part of why we do it, I believe. So, to share what we do and teach it to others, encourage others, inspire them. So, it's my pleasure and thank you so much. Yeah, it's not a huge secret, Darnell, but it is like a little secret. Although I don't think it quite worked out the way I thought, with the cells not coming through like they did. So let's head down to start the close-up. See, I've got to turn off at least one of these lights. So I think we'll do this one. Awesome. All right. So yeah, while you've been watching this video, I hope that you have found some inspiration, education, or relaxation. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Give the video a thumbs up. Teresa, I love the work you do and how you teach. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And turn it. Yeah, leave a comment below and share it with others who might also appreciate it. It really does help. And it's fabulous to support and then keep the channel running. So there we have it. We didn't quite get the cells I was hoping for, even though I ended up with extra silicone than I would normally use in that size mixed up paint. So perhaps it was just the delay while it was sitting there and getting the swipe colour on. So a couple of little hiccups along the way, but we made it through. So thank you. Let's give you a nice colourful section while we say goodnight. I'll just check the comments. It's gorgeous. Thank you, Mandy. You love this. The colours coming through the black is stunning. Thanks, Darnell. I was really hoping they'd pop a little more, like as in cells, like actual cells. Excuse me. So yeah. All right. After this, I don't think it's going to work, but we will work it. Okay. Teresa, it's 7:30 in the morning where you are. Oh my gosh. Well, it is now almost 9:30 p.m. in Queensland, Australia. And it is time to say goodnight. So everybody who's in their morning hours, have a fabulous day. If you have to go anywhere, please take care. And while we are in the evening, and had a close-up of my painting, thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it. You're all amazing. Thank you, thank you. Let's get on with some more birthday celebrations and be kind, be creative, and be fabulous. Bye.